Starting with chapter number 5. Chapter number 5 is one of the chapter which is there fully with respect to intermediate topics, which is audit evidence. When you hear audit evidence, which series? Essay 500 series. Through 500 series, you are going to obtain audit evidence, right? By performing audit procedure. Audit evidence by performing audit procedures. Okay. Now, which standards are covered in this chapter? Starting with Essay 500. Essay 500 is audit evidence, the general audit evidence. Now, audit evidence. What is audit evidence? The information used by the auditor to arrive at a conclusion. Then, objective of obtaining audit evidence: to obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence to form a conclusion on which opinion is based. Then there are techniques of obtaining evidence: inquiry, observation, inspection, confirmation, recalculation, reperformance, and analytical procedures. These techniques are even addressed in SRS. Then, what are the different procedures? Procedures, or rather methods. This we have already addressed in chapter 4. Risk assessment procedure, further audit procedure. Risk assessment procedure is in Essay 315, further audit procedure 330. Further audit procedure is again divided into test of control and substantive procedure. Substantive procedure is divided into test of details and analytical procedure. Analytical is in Essay 520. Test of details is divided into test of transaction and test of balances. Then here we will be using the work of management expert. Now, what to do when there are inconsistencies in evidences obtained? Inconsistencies or doubts on reliability of evidences. Which evidence is more reliable? And even assertions are addressed in 500. So that's about Essay 500 dealing about audit evidence. Now moving forward to Essay 501. 501 is also audit evidence only. Now what is the difference between 500 and 501? 501 is specific considerations for selected item. Now, what are the selected item? There are 3 selected items, which is inventory, litigation and claims, yes, and one more, segment reporting. Okay, segment reporting, segment information. Now, in inventory, are you going to obtain every evidence? No, we are going to obtain evidence only regarding its existence and condition. In litigation and claim, we are going to check only regarding its completeness. In segment reporting, we are going to check whether it has been properly presented and discussed. That is regarding Essay 501. Specific considerations for selected item. Now moving forward to Essay 505, which is regarding the external confirmation. Regarding external confirmation, right? Okay. Now external confirmation. Here we are mainly addressing like what is external confirmation? Why to obtain external confirmation? To obtain relevant and reliable evidence. There are 2 types of confirmation: positive confirmation request, or it can be negative confirmation request, positive and negative. Then, moving forward with what is the procedure to obtain confirmation? What if management refuses? Hey guys, Essay 505 is important, and especially this last part, they have asked several times in the MTP in past exam questions. So if management refuses, auditor has to see valid reasons are there, analyze its implications on the opinion, risk assessment, whether it is fraud, communicate with TCWG, finally use your weapon. Weapon is modified. Now going to essay 510. 510 is initial audit engagement, opening balances. Now 510 is addressed even in essay 710, which is nothing but comparative information. Now, in 510, we are talking about initial audit engagement, right? Initial audit engagement. If it is an initial audit engagement, your objective is to start audit by obtaining evidence about opening balances. And if there is an issue, material misstatement, unavailability of evidence, you will report. Again, link goes to essay 505, modify. You will give qualified adverse disclaimer. How do you do the procedure? That is audit procedure. 530, which is regarding audit sampling. You know, audit sampling. Sample is selected from population. Okay, sample shall represent the population. There are various methods of selecting the sample, like random selection, systematic selection, haphazard, monetary unit, block. Two approaches are there, statistical and non-statistical approach. Now, when you select the sample, you should be concerned about sampling risk and non-sampling risk. The sampling risk and non-sampling risk is part of detection risk, essay 3.1. Then there are certain terms like tolerable misstatement, then stratification, anomaly, then projected misstatement, common misstatement, all those. Here are more terms are there, like sample design, sample size. 530 is audit sampling, relatively big standard. Now coming to the last standard in chapter 5, which is regarding related parties. Okay, 550 is related parties. Related party, when you hear related party, AS 18. In CARO, 4 clauses are dealing with related party. You know which all clauses? Clause number 3, clause number 4, clause number 13, and clause number 15 are dealing with related party or related to related party. Related to related parties. Okay. Now, yeah, of course, in days also you have to. In days 24. Now, related party. Who are related party? There are 4 people basically related party. Now, nature of related party. Related party involve high risk. So, as an auditor, your objective is to, there are words there, reasonable, arm's length, check the, very important, rationale behind the related party transaction, whether it is properly disclosed, check the fraud risk factor, essay 240. For that, of course, auditor has to perform audit procedures. So that's about chapter number 5, which is nothing but audit evidence, starting with essay 500 till 550.